Come on now.
You don't
G
always
tip.
you don't always start the recording right away. So I never know when to tell you to record it. Well,
Nah, y'all slipping. Y'all
It's
slipping.
no, you're slipping because you're the leader and you should record from the jump. And whatever you edit out, you edit out. But since this man don't edit,
Don't edit
he's
exactly.
lazy because he's so.
Oh, my
I
that
mean,
goodness.
that she's not wrong, Trey.
My goodness. Yeah,
like
okay.
his life would be so much easier. He just did that, right? And watch later on, it's not gonna happen right away, but soon enough, watch, you're gonna start seeing him do it because of you.
Nah, he will. He
Yeah,
will.
he will. He's gonna start doing that.
I mean, I can just pay you to do it. You want to get paid?
Nah, bruh.
See, exactly. Because editing is
It's
crazy.
not my group. This is your whole brand, not mine.
No, editing is crazy. That's a whole job in and of itself, man.
All you have to edit is like whenever you start, boom, and that's it. It's really, but whatever.
That's tough.
I'm saying for you.
Yeah, I'm saying that's tough. Fine, I'll try. I'll try. Maybe I do need to start editing. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I'll get a few more views if I do that. Like make a few transitions and subtitles and
People
stuff like that. But it just takes so long.
like it. People like it. I don't do it because I don't know how. I would do it if I knew how.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I would like, I mean, if I was making videos, I would
Yeah.
want to make sure I'm kind of a perfectionist though. So I would want to be sure that any kind of
Hmm.
weird stuff that I
Yeah.
said wasn't
Hmm.
in it.
I completely understand. And that's the thing with editing, you can't be a perfectionist. Like everything, something's gonna mess up. Like you got, otherwise you're gonna take forever, and you'll never even want to put anything out.
Well, that's exactly why sometimes I don't, or I don't do transition videos. If you've noticed on my channel,
Facts.
I don't do a
Yeah.
lot of them. It's because I tried once and it was very hard.
Yeah. She ain't tech savvy. I get it. I get it. The G be trying to edit. She be trying to,
She just
do.
did.
I, that little picture you had over your little pose. I don't know what the
I
heck
love
the
Dwight.
heck was that
I
picture, man.
love when you put Dwight's
Yo, that
face.
thing was so weird,
I
bro.
love when you put Dwight's face on
See,
over.
the Office fans understood me. See,
Yeah,
the
Bro,
other
okay.
people, they didn't
it's not,
resonate.
it's not
They're
for them.
excluded. It's not for
It's not
them.
for them.
Exactly. Please exit. Thank you.
Yeah.
Everyone else who is an Office fan understands.
It's
So
the
thank you.
best.
Appreciate you.
It's the best. It puts a smile on my face every time. I'm like, it's Dwight.
I love Dwight. He's my favorite character.
That dude's so weird, man. What the heck, bro? He's super weird and just ugly. He's ugly and weird.
What are you?
Rude. Hilarious.
Woo!
Right,
Because
Jack?
that mega bite
Yeah,
was crazy.
all I know is the white ain't got none on me. Don't even do that. The white ain't got
Not always. There's some fine white men out there.
You don't know.
Mhm.
You don't know. He got Angela.
the white.
Dwight got Angela. That's right, Jack. You tell him.
You
I don't
know
know
what?
here, Jack, but he's yelling at you about being rude to Dwight.
Hey,
Hmm.
all I know is that sexy man right there, that sexy picture right there, man. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. That handsome brother right there, that's a handsome brother. And I'll talk in third person. So let's go. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Nah, you prompted this, G. Yeah, no, yeah, okay.
But you asked the question. What were our goals? Let's get back on track.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So what were the goals? What were the goals this past week for both of y'all? Did y'all accomplish them? Are they the same? Did they change? Did you fail? I want to know at least a little bit, a synopsis before we dive into the topic.
Let's see. My goals
Mhm.
were to go to the gym 3 times in the week. I did
Okay,
that. I did that.
let's
Um,
go.
I was also going to try to start meal prepping again.
Okay.
I did not do that. So that was a fail.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have a lot going on. So I haven't like gotten quite to that place
Yeah.
where I'm there yet. But
Mm-hmm.
I did look over this weekend um on getting like I looked at my TDE no TDD I don't
Mm-hmm.
know the calculator thing. I can't remember. Yeah,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying, G. I looked at that and so now I have my range for my calories because I'm cutting. I learned the terms.
Hey.
I do like the terms.
Okay.
I feel like it's better. I feel like it's a better terminology than
Yeah.
dieting, like because there's like a lot of like, I don't know, there's just different stigmas behind it. So I feel like I like cutting
Mm.
because it just everybody can do it. Like you
Yeah.
like I mean everybody can do all of the things, maintenance, cutting, and bulking,
Yeah.
but you just have to figure out what it is that you're trying to do. So I'm trying to cut. So
That's
I have
what's
my
up.
range and
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
start that.
Make sure
This
you post it. Make sure you post it. Post this, like your range, like that. I
oh,
think that'll be good for someone to see.
I don't need to know.
Nah, that's messed up. Let us know. Like we want to. The more transparent you are, I feel like the more it helps other people. So if you want to,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
G over here tagging everybody in the back post. I still got to do that. So
Yeah. Yeah. I you challenged me and I was like, I did back this week.
yo,
I was like, I
I
can
don't
do it.
like showing myself, so I ain't. Sorry.
It's okay.
Nah, because Gia get on me. She's like, why you don't be posting how you work out and this and that and all that type of stuff. I do backs. I do backs, but I just don't like posting myself working out. I don't know. It's not a vibe for me.
We'll see. So then you can't tell me to post my range.
You're right. You're right. When I said it, I was like, you know what? Yeah, you know. But it's numbers. It's numbers. So I think just even having the process of you finding your calorie range, that's dope. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't even know what was the name of the calculator? ED.
Is it two E's or is it two D's? I can't remember. Two E's?
For ease, yeah.
Okay, so
EEE.
EDEE.
TDEE.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, because again, I think a lot of people should know that when they're trying to cut or even gain. That's a really important thing to know your calorie deficit, to know how things work when it comes to your body and micronutrients. No micro, no macro nutrients. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, bro. Gee, how was your weekly fitness goals? Jay, about to do it. Oh my goodness.
My week was great.
Okay. Did anything change? Oh
Um,
goodness.
you know what? I would say the only thing that I did change a little bit this week is with my workouts, I started lowering the reps and doing heavier weight to focus more on strength since I have been cutting for like about 4 months now. So
Mm,
since it has been some time that I'm in this deficit, like my body's trying to preserve, I'm trying to preserve as much energy as possible.
yeah,
So in order to do that, that's why I'm focusing more on strength. So doing less reps and heavy weight and just focusing on that. But honestly, other than that, everything else has been the same and everything else has been good.
yeah.
So yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, you wearing earrings, so some things must be switching up. You never wear earrings. I don't know where that came from.
Okay.
What? I'm just saying that's like you seem to be switching things up, and I'm like, all right, that's definitely a switch up in your routine. But that's dope too. That's dope too. The fact that you're switching up strength or your strength, you're trying to build strength. That's what you're saying, right? You're lowering your reps and you're increasing the weight. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, is that not dangerous because you're still cutting? Is that not dangerous in the sense of you having energy to lift more weight? Since you're still cutting?
No, nothing is dangerous. Even if I were to keep doing hot, like more reps, I mean, it's not dangerous.
Yeah, but when you're cutting, ain't you don't you have like less strength?
That's like a misconception because although you do lose some, you don't lose all your strength. Some people exaggerate
Mm,
that. You don't lose
mm,
a lot of strength. It's normal to lose a little bit. If you are losing a lot, then yeah, something's wrong, or you're probably in too much of a deficit to where like you're eating like very little, like you're
mm.
practically starving yourself. Unless you're doing that, then of course that's dangerous.
Okay. Okay. But going heavier on a cut isn't necessarily bad or dangerous.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, I don't typically hear that, but okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, for you both, what would you say is your biggest flex when it comes to fitness? Flex as in like the thing that is your go-to, the thing that you are known for, or the thing that you're the best at in your own opinion when it comes to fitness. Like if someone were to look at you and analyze your fitness journey, lifestyle, what would be your biggest flex? The thing that you're like most proud of?
Is this the topic?
Mm, semi, semi. But it's kind of like a segue question. I kind of want to know. I kind of thought about this and I was like, I want to know what's the biggest flex for you both, or what would you say your biggest flex is, and why?
You can go first, G. I have to think.
Okay, for me, I would say my confidence and my discipline. My
Your
biggest
confidence.
and discipline.
Wait. But confidence. I want to let's go there. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by confidence?
Confidence means that you trust yourself.
Mm,
Confidence is like you having trust that something is certain. That's what confidence is. So
mm,
I trust myself that I can accomplish my goals and that I can do whatever I put my mind to because I follow through with what I say I'm gonna do. I'm not the type of person that's just like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I like never follow through. I'm not that person.
yeah,
Like I don't do that. I follow through. So that in itself builds confidence, has built confidence for me over time.
yeah,
So I believe in myself. I know I can do something. I know I'll do it. No matter how
yeah.
long it takes, whether it's a short-term goal or a long-term, I know I'll get it done.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you're saying that the discipline has built that confidence, or they both have grown together simultaneously?
I think it's definitely core. Like, I think they both help each other, but discipline is
Mm,
also a little different too.
yeah,
So, discipline, it's more like, yeah, following through with what I say I'm going to do, but it's also following through even when I don't feel like it, or when things are tough, or when I'm constantly getting stuff thrown at me and
mm,
obstacles. Like, despite all that, I still find a way to like create a plan, a roadmap for myself so that I can like maneuver around those obstacles and like certain things.
yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that.
It
That's
makes
what's up.
to sustain this actual lifestyle and to
Yeah,
keep doing it for a long period of time.
yeah, yeah. So that's your biggest flex, confidence and discipline. Okay, okay. No, I love it.
That's really good.
All right, Kay.
I mean, I think I would say for me, my biggest flex is I would say consistency and then like a bounce back, the ability to like regroup.
Mm,
So like uh consistency, I've been really consistent in like in working out and in building the habits
yeah.
and but I do like fall back like with nutrition and stuff, but I have the ability to regroup and like refocus myself again
Mm,
and say we got to get back on track. So I think that's
that's good. That's good. Well, what made you, or I guess like, are you are you saying that at some point regrouping wasn't necessarily a flex, as in like over time you've gotten better at
yeah. Over time, I've gotten
uh
Because I did used to be like, you know, I mean, something I've worked on and lots of things is balance, but I used to be really like, like would be really hard on myself on like if I failed something or like
Yeah.
if I fell off something, I'd be like, well, I'm a failure basically. And then
Yeah.
like you just like you don't come back from it because like you have put yourself down. But like
Mm.
now I'm just like, okay, you had a bad day, bad week, whatever. Like, come on, let's get back to it. Like, you know what to do, so let's go. And it's okay. Like, it's okay. We fell, but let's get back up.
Yeah. That's super dope. And what do you think like makes that so easier, has made it easier for you? Like in your growth, what do you think has played a big part in that progress, that growth?
I think just I mean, I think just my mental state
Mm,
better.
not caring about what people think. You think that perhaps?
Yeah. Also just like having gotten rid of like some of the negativity that was in my life before.
Yeah.
And just like focusing on the things that I know like work for me. And like and
Hmm.
also I think for me it's just been being aware of my emotions,
Yeah.
my body, like the things that like happen, like just having um been super consistent with exercise from like
Yeah.
I would say like I'm saying like for me I've been super consistent with it since January of 2023. So it's been almost
Wow.
2 years now for me
Hmm.
that has been like a consistent thing. And
Yeah.
even if I would fall off like I would work out almost every day, like, you know, six days in the week, take a rest on Sunday, sometimes 5 days a week, take a rest on
Hmm.
Saturday, Sunday, or like, days. But it's like even if I missed a few days, like I
Hmm.
know that I can get back into it. And it's not like um G has said before with like when you're on vacation, she works out because of the habit and she enjoys it. But like if you miss a workout in a vacation or you take an actual vacation, you come back, you're not gonna have lost like all of your strength or anything. Like,
Yeah.
um, so that's kind of like what I've learned, I guess.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Gleaning from other people, even if it has to be G. I get it. I get it. I love it. I love it. That's dope.
She's a good source though. She is because
Yeah.
been
She
working
all
she's been working on it for a really long time. And she has like certifications and things. I do look at other people too. Like I have like with the TDEE calculator. I think Gia has talked about it, but like there was other people on TikTok that I watched that
right.
talked about it, and then they showed like a video of like how to use it.
How to use it.
Also, like it showed like it's like this will show you like it's gonna tell you your maintenance calories first. So
Yeah.
you have to go down and then like choose if you want to cut or bulk or like maintain. So then like so but you have to know that like if I didn't know that, like if I hadn't seen that, I wouldn't have thought to click on the cutting and bulking things because I
Yeah.
didn't know. I would have just been like, okay, this is how much I'm supposed to eat. But
Mm.
that then I wouldn't see the progress. Like I wouldn't see things changing because that's my maintenance level.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, knowing all of this stuff, and that's how you know you have to, we kind of had a topic or talk on this topic before, like picking a good trainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like kind of like therapy. You can't just jump into it and choose, okay, this is I like this person because they look good, or I want a body like them. Or I think a lot of people like that's even a thing too. Like, and not to even segue from the topic, but people choosing to look up to somebody because they want their body to look like them. Like, there's no way Kara's gonna look like G. There's no way G's gonna look like Kara. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way.
Well, and that is something that I also had to like change my mindset on too, is
Yeah.
that like, understanding like my own body, and this is where it's like important to know your own body and also know you're not going to look like somebody else because we weren't
Yep.
meant to look like everybody else. Like
Yep.
we're all unique.
Exactly. Exactly. Perfect. Perfectly said. So then segueing into the topic and actually shout out to you. Whoa, wait. Hold on. We were supposed to talk about another topic. Ooh, and it was supposed to be
We
for
don't
this.
have topics, Trey.
This one was supposed to be shout out to G, right? Remember she like was all big, bad, and loud on this
Oh, the
specific.
PCOS?
Yeah,
I thought we were
exactly.
gonna wait till we had people that actually had it. That's what we talked about, Trey.
Well, we can run it back, but remember I said the next call was going to be dedicated to her
I
in
don't know.
regards to this. Yeah, I literally said that. I said it's going to be on PCOS. It's going to be on all these different things, and I just actually remember that. So, G, did you want us to segue there? You don't want to go there?
No, because you don't have people that actually have it on the call right now. We
Okay,
talked
okay.
in the end. Yeah, Kara, like we both kind of like implied that.
All right. So, but you would rather have somebody on here as we talk about it. We can always run it back.
I would, yeah, I would rather have somebody who like, yeah, I would rather have somebody
Uh,
who is actually dealing with it to talk about it.
to talk
Yeah,
about it with you in that perspective. Okay. Okay.
like anything hormonal, it can be hypothyroidism too. That's a very common thing. Just like
Mm-hmm.
anything like that.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. I'll reach out to a few people. Um, okay, then diet. So then shout out to Kara for like kind of like sparking this topic in my head actually. I actually just segued over to this specific topic, but that word diet, that whole word, that whole genre of diet, and I think you kind of touched on it. A lot of people look at that as, I guess, scary or a thing that shouldn't be, right? I think you even kind of said something like you really don't like that word or that term, diet.
Yeah, I think it's just, it will, it's not that I like, I don't care. I can say I'm on a diet or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
like for me, it's more, I personally think about it as like a diet to me implies an ending. And what I'm trying to do is build a lifestyle of healthiness. And
Ooh, that's actually real good.
yeah, so like when you think of a diet or diet culture, it's a lot about like it's typically about trying to lose weight really fast or like trying to do certain things and cutting out a lot of things and doing all of this stuff. Not saying that like when you are building a healthy lifestyle or cutting or bulking or doing all that that you don't cut out things or you don't do like things that people do when they're dieting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's to me it's more about like I want to understand what the foods are doing for me or like I want to understand how I feel when I'm eating them. Like, and I also don't want to take out things that I like. Like, why can't I eat bread?
Mm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. So then G, that's really good actually. So you actually created another branch of questions. But G, would you agree to that? So her saying that a diet, it almost sounds like a challenge. And G, we talked about this before, like challenges and how people do those. And hey, I'm about to do the what is the 75 hard? That's like the most common one. And it's like she literally just said that it references an ending. It's like it's going to be ending and not a lifestyle. Do you agree with that? In the totality of what she said, like diet is kind of just a temporal thing that people usually use for a quick fix, and so it shouldn't be. Or, yeah, what's your perspective on diet?
Yeah, I agree with what Kara said. It definitely implies that it
Mm,
is going to end at some point when in reality
mm,
it's a healthy lifestyle. But I don't know if you've also seen, if you guys have seen those videos of like people posting like their healthy meals and the like captions over the video will say like, it's crazy how these foods are considered diet when it's actually just, healthy food,
Yeah.
food that's good for you. And then like a lot of people are eating like a bunch of processed crap and like okay with putting those things in their body. So then they
Mm,
consider healthy food like fruits and vegetables, like, oh, are you on a diet? It's like, dude, it's fruits and vegetables. Like this is our in our food groups. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's
mm,
really like it's interesting. But I definitely agree with Kara on that. So I just want to point that's what I was thinking about when you were talking, Kara. I was thinking about like those videos and I was like, that's so funny and weird. Um, but yeah, I would say I'm not scared of the word diet or anything. Like, I mean, a diet is just your eating plan. Like,
mm.
it's a
Mhm.
definition of like eating plan. There's nothing wrong with saying that word, but it definitely does have a stigma behind it. And it's like, yeah, it's just, yeah. I feel like a lot of people that do, I guess use the word diet often or whatever, they tend to,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they tend to be the ones to fall off a lot. To be honest, they do.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
guess that's why I don't really say it. Again, it's not that oh I don't I'm scared of the word. No, it's not scary to me, but it's just like I don't like to associate myself because I feel
Mm.
like it tends to be those type of people and no judgment, but it's just like, you know,
Mhm.
no
Yeah,
thank you.
because you neither one of you ever really talk about diets. Like, gee, I don't think I ever heard you say anything about 75 hard. I don't think I ever heard you like 75 hard in terms of challenge or the keto diet when it comes to eating or paleo. I don't think I ever heard you even talk about a specific diet ever. Have you ever done that?
Who me?
Yeah. I don't think I ever heard you say anything about a diet, like at all, in terms of you
I used
doing.
to when I was anorexic. Yes, that's how I got there. So,
Mm,
yeah, I used to, but definitely after that, that was like, nah,
it's
I'm not
like nothing. Yeah.
ever again. And I haven't
I don't
since.
think I've ever heard you.
I
Yeah.
haven't done that since. I haven't touched that. I don't think about it.
That's crazy. Cause
But
G's like you're really heavy into fitness. But I've never heard you mention diet.
yeah, not today saying no. I don't need that.
Yo, I cannot. Oh my goodness. Wait. So you would say that diets like so going back to what Kara said, you would say that diets are they're not a thing that supports lifestyle or a life like you know what I'm saying? Because Kara's like you know what I'm saying? Because Kara's like, hey, it's gonna end. It doesn't
Well,
support. Mm-hmm.
if you think about like what G said, like she said, if you think about what diet actually means, like legitimately means, it's the food that you're eating. That's your diet.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever that is, whether it's healthy or not healthy, but like
Hmm.
that, like that's what the word means. But people have you like the words change in meaning when people use them in certain ways. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
and so like that's where you get like diet culture is like about losing weight. It's about finding a like, a meal plan that's right for you. That's like which cuts out all of these things,
Yeah.
which is why now it's better or people are like kind of staying away from kind of staying away from that word more so to teach people that it's more about healthy living than it is about like like
Diet.
diet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and no, and also like basically what you're saying too, Kara, is like people messed it up. Basically, the wrong people messed up the word. That's basically what it is. Not the
Mm.
actual definition itself. It's just the wrong people misinterpret it and then they share that with
Hmm.
and it goes on and on and on.
Hmm.
And so that's really what it is. And also, I just thought of something right now too, like with the word with diet, right? Like a lot of
She
people.
on the road now. Yo,
Oh,
yo.
so do you have another question? Because just
No. Go ahead. You good? I can just tell. I can just tell when you getting fired up. Yo,
okay, so
here we go. Here we go. Bucky your
no,
seatbelt. Bucky your seatbelt in, Karen.
Let her talk.
Go ahead.
I want to hear what she has to say, Trey.
I know. I feel like it's like you see like the steam coming out from like
Yeah,
behind.
see, yeah, you get like this look in your face, like you get this look in your face when you get ready. It's like, oh, here it comes.
Okay. Let me say okay, because I was gonna say, a lot of people who like how I said before, like they tend to say diet a lot or like it's in their vocabulary a lot, whatever. Like they live that type of life where they're constantly
Yeah,
going from one diet to the next. A lot of times too, that's all they focus on. Literally, all they focus on is their food, but they don't focus on sleep. They don't focus on water. They don't focus on like rest and recovery. They don't focus on mobility or stress. Like they don't focus on actual, like Okara said, healthy living. Like how do you maintain a healthy, sustainable lifestyle through nutrition, through sleep, through rest, through all these different aspects. But those type of people, all they focus on is literally like the diet. But then
Mhm.
everything else could be falling to crap, papers flying everywhere.
yeah.
Like in that episode from SpongeBob when he's like pulling out all the files, everything
Hmm.
could be going to crap. But then they're like, whoa, I got my tuna can and my boiled egg and my half banana.
This is silly.
Yeah. No, but I've
Yeah,
been on that for a little bit too. Like I like from experience too, is like I did do like diet culture for a while too. Like where it was like I would be on a diet, um, which is why now I'm like not. And also I grew up with like my mom going on different diets,
yeah,
like Weight Watchers, like all of these, like keto, like we
uh,
we did paleo, we did all of them, like you know,
yeah, yeah,
one after another, and you try them, and like you know they do work for some people, like some they do work, but when you're like done off of that, like it's like when
yeah,
you're done with it, then you
yeah,
go back to eating things that you weren't eating, and you like gain the weight back, and then you're like
yeah.
you
It never did it really work?
and
Yeah,
so like it worked, but it didn't work because it wasn't sustainable.
sustainable.
And that's the thing, is like that's where I'm at now. Is like I want to find a diet,
Yeah.
a yeah, a diet, a
Hmm.
way of living, like food and exercise and all of that stuff that is sustainable for me. And what I eat and what I do
Hmm.
won't necessarily be what somebody else does. And it's okay that it's different,
Yeah.
but you have to find like, you know, what works for you. And I mean, calorie deficits will work for everybody because that's like, you know, if you're trying to lose weight, that it will be, but you have to find
Hmm.
the range. And like it's good to have a range. What I've learned, it's good to have a range so that you
Hmm.
like don't necessarily like knowing what your maintenance is important, because if you're trying to lose weight, you just need to, even if you have what the person has said, I mean, it'll take a really long time. Even if you just eat 1 calorie less
Hmm.
deficit, technically, it'll take a really, really
Yeah,
long
very long time.
to like see any progress with just 1 calorie, you know. But like that's like you know, that's why you want to range, because some days you might eat a little bit more than
Yeah.
others.
Hmm.
But also if you're under eating, that also affects your fitness and like and your body too, because if you're not eating enough, that's where your body tries to store things as well.
Mm.
Your body like is like out, it goes into starvation mode, and it takes like it can, that can also mess with you. So you don't want to like, that's again, extremes is something that I am very much trying to stay away from.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that. That's yeah, and again, I think that going back to what you both are saying, the sustainability. Again, I think G said it too really well, is that the wrong people have killed the word diet. So maybe when people look at diet now, right, I think it's something even me myself, if I were to think about that word, I dread it. It's like, man, like, I don't want to do this. Like, it's like, I don't really want to go on this because I know that there's going to be some level of restricting or some level of, I cannot have this. You must only have this. When that's not really that's not sustainable. So then the question is, should a person do diets? Like a person that's new, a person that's into fitness, just starting to fit, like should they throw that out the window? Like what's the point of doing that? You know, like if it's not sustainable, then why are we doing it? Why is the person even doing it? Like, is this something, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not sustainable, shouldn't I be focusing on what's sustainable? Or should I just be trying diets and letting that, I don't know, test my discipline? I don't know. Should a person be doing it?
I think, or Kara, do you want to go?
No, you go. You go.
She got the fire.
Yeah, and I'm gonna burn you real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my fire extinguisher ready. Go ahead.
Nah, nothing because it's gonna stop the fire of the Lord.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Amen.
my goodness. Oh
Amen.
my goodness, Kara. Kara.
Hallelujah.
Kara. Oh my goodness. Don't feel
But
Why are you trying to? Why are you
oh my
trying to douse
goodness.
the light?
Yo, something else, bro. I cannot.
you, some ain't right. Some ain't right. But
Yo,
anyway,
okay.
I'm just
Oh
okay.
my goodness.
Um.
My little reaction. There we go.
Okay, so you said, yeah, basically you're asking should someone do diets? Okay, but now that okay, because now we're getting into this topic. Do you mean diets as in like fad diets, like keto diet, or do you mean eat healthy? What are you talking about?
Yeah, so yeah, like the typical way that people see diets, which is like the keto, all this paleo, like someone who's joining, you know what I'm saying, or they're new to fitness, should they just throw that stuff out the window? It's like don't even focus on that. Don't like, and is there ever an appropriate time to do that? You know, like because it's not sustainable. Because all right, so all right, before you answer that question, are we all in agreement, or are we all saying that diets are not sustainable? Like that's a point blank period
Well,
truth.
most the thing I
Yet,
don't I don't agree with like diets itself, like all of them are unsustainable. No, it's just some like the keto, like certain ones like military diet or like keto, there are some that tend to cut out like a whole bunch of food groups.
mm-hmm,
Those tend to be very unsustainable. The ones
mm,
that do include a lot of the food groups or all of them are not bad. Actually, the one diet that actually is very sustainable and that seems pretty good and is the Mediterranean diet, because the
Yeah.
Mediterranean diet includes literally like all the food groups. Like they don't really like cut out anything. It's just a matter of, I mean, they don't cut out like food groups. It's more of just like replacing, right? Like, okay, instead of this, like use this or this and that. But yeah, I don't think it's, at least I don't agree with like, oh, to say all diets are bad and unsustainable. No, it's just it depends which one, and it depends which one you can stick with, right? Like,
mm,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is like I wouldn't say that you throw out, I mean, like I the ones that where they try to get you to buy their products, I would say those ones you can
mm-hmm,
probably cut out. But um
mm-hmm,
but but like there's people who are vegetarian, there's people who are vegan, like those are types of diets as well, and they are restrictive but
mm,
are sustainable for those people because they have chosen that as their lifestyle. And so like if you're able to, I would say if you're able to do it, and
mm,
like and it's something that is sustainable for you, you do want to make sure you're getting all of your the things that your body needs. So like you want to make sure that you're getting carbs, you want to make sure you're getting fats, and you want to make sure that you're getting protein. Like
mm,
those are the main things, and you uh, that your body needs, and like vitamins and minerals and all that stuff too. But like as long as you're getting the fuel that your body needs,
yeah,
whatever way that happens, if you can maintain that, if you can do that, that's what we mean by sustainable. Like I wouldn't like because there's some people who can follow like a uh quote unquote diet like for a really long time, and they make that their lifestyle. if you can make it your lifestyle, that's what matters. It's the ending of it that's the that I think is the problem. Like, because like with those challenges, like I did do like the 75 hard just recently, and I did it mostly for like I did it just to see like as a challenge.
Oh
But
yeah, you did do it. Yeah.
because because that ended too, like because that ended, that has also been a part of my struggle with
Yeah.
like, you know, um getting back into things because like part of it, like my vacation kind of messed up the nutrition part of that. But
Mm.
um and then like, there was just things that came. But um but when that ended, that's when I've also seen like, my weight's gone up a little bit.
Mm.
I stopped, but again, like that I knew that was gonna be an ending. So I knew that there could be um things. But now that I will get back into an actual like figuring out what will work for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. And do you feel like the ending of those things, the 75 hard, do you feel like those things and those things ending, do you feel like it kind of did that kind of set you, did that kind of throw off your routine or throw off your sustainable routine
I
when you
think
went?
well, I was trying to make it sustainable, but I think like, I mean, part of it was also like when you have a change in, like I did have like a vacation and then I came back and there's been like a change in my like living environment as well. So there's like other stressors and stuff that have
Yeah.
different
Mm-hmm.
changes. Um, and so what I'm working on now is figuring out how to maintain the lifestyle that I want in the midst of stress and chaos sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
which is difficult at
Yeah.
times. But like I guess that's just me being real with it, I guess. Like um so but also like uh, learning also when to like how to have I want to still have cake sometimes,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
also knowing when you can and like when you're overindulging and even those sweet things like
Exactly. Exactly. No, I agree. That's good. That's good. So then, all right, closing question. Do you both think that those who indulge or entertain diets, quote unquote diets, as in uh keto, um, paleo, all these other different diets, the ones that are not sustainable, let's say that, the ones that are not sustainable, do you think that those who, or even let's say even those that are sustainable, let's say all diets, those who entertain diets, do you think that they are in some way lacking creativity or even perhaps afraid of creativity, or they don't want to put the time into creativity in terms of, you know because again, when we're talking sustainability, right, like let's say G, in your case, you showcase very much so your level of creativity when it comes to cooking. You're very creative in the kitchen. You seem to make up various things that you put together, and you're just like, hey, look, I did this, I did that. It takes creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like you seem to be very creative in your thought process to make this sustainable eating habit that you have. It doesn't seem to be just this plain old broccoli, chicken, and rice. You know what I'm saying? Like that just be your everyday, all day type of like meal. So then if that's the case, we see that there's creativity in sustainability. Are those who subject themselves to a boxed in diet, are they perhaps just lazy or lacking creativity? Could we say
so
even for those who are like vegan and vegetarian, like are they just, what do y'all
No,
think?
no, because
Mm,
first of all, you have it all wrong about me because I rotate my meals. Like
mm-hmm,
I eat the same stuff just like in rotation. I am not creative. Like I always have to look up if I am trying to do something different, I have to look up recipes because I have no idea what to make. A lot of
Hmm.
the recipes that I do make, I've got from TikTok. I just like add my
Hmm.
own tweaks to it. I might add something, subtract, but like I need inspo because I struggle with that. And actually, for my breakfast, literally for ever since I started cutting, I have like the four same breakfasts just in rotation. I have avocado toast. Some days I have blueberry waffles, other days I have Greek yogurt, other days, and then like even today I had like peanut butter banana on toast. That's kind of like keep it simple. Like
Hmm.
I have the same few meals in rotation. Literally, I'm just rotating over and over. Why? Because it helps me because I already know my calories, my macros. Like
Hmm.
I don't want to be over here trying new recipes and trying to like fit it in. It's like, no, I already know these foods will keep me in my deficit. Like
Hmm.
it makes it easier, it makes it less stressful. Like I don't want to have to be like, oh, okay, I have to do this. And even then, even though I do rotate my meals, sometimes I find myself doing that because there are just times where like something may change
Hmm.
or like my mom might make something. So then I'm like, okay,
Yes.
let's have that instead. And then I have to like, so either way it happens. But like, um, to answer your question, a lot of people do lack, sure, they lack creativity, but that doesn't mean they're lazy. It just means that they're aware
Hmm.
that they do lack creativity. And because they're aware of it, they are able to create a routine that can keep them in their deficit, their maintenance, their bulk, like keep them in their dietary needs. Um, like there are a lot of people that I like there are some people that I follow that will talk about nutrition and they talk about how they also lack creativity, like they eat the same meals all the
Mhm.
time. It works for them and it keeps them consistent. It's sustainable for them because they're not cutting out food groups. Like they're doing it in a healthy way. They're just the same meals kind
Hmm.
of all the time. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're lazy. It just means that you know how to make it work for you. And then there are other people that do have that creativity. Sure, like they can go ahead and make new meals every single day.
Right.
A lot of a lot of people are not like that though. I mean,
Mm.
us humans just like routine. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
that's true. That's true.
yeah, no, I would hard no on that.
Hard
Yeah,
no hard on
I
what?
wouldn't, the lacking creativity.
No, well, for me, hard no on calling those people lazy. Like that doesn't automatically put them in a lazy category. Like there's a lot
Mm.
of layers to it. It's not just that simple to be like, oh, they're lazy.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with you, G, on like not calling I wouldn't call them lazy. I would say
Hmm.
like, I mean, I look up recipes all the time. I love like for me, I love to make new foods.
Hmm.
And I love like doing that. Um, for me, I had to, which can be a bad thing too, because if you're not like now that I'm focusing on like, you know, counting my calories and figuring out like that stuff, I
Yeah.
still like make new foods like every week. But because it's just for me, I like we'll have one meal that's prepped. Like, and I get to make it and it's new. And then the next
Mm.
week, I'm going to make a new one. Like, because I love that. Like, for me, like,
Mm.
I love that. And it's fun. And I know how to like be creative and like make new things. I don't
Hmm.
personally like to eat the same thing over and over again all the time.
Mm.
That is, that is boring to me and makes me sad. So,
Mm. Mm.
so so I like to make new things. Um but I think the most important thing is understanding like you have to understand what works for you and then you have to
Mm.
also make sure that like if you're trying to lose weight or if you're trying to cut or if you're trying to bulk or if you're trying to maintain whatever you're trying to do you just have to know what you're trying to do and
Mm.
know like you have to know your goal. If you don't have a goal, you're not going to be able to get there. So you have to have a goal first And I think that's the more important thing. And I think that's the thing with um uh having been someone who's been in done diet culture before and or like been around people who do it a lot. The main thing that they're focused on is the weight goal. And then once they get there, that's the end. Like to them, that's the end. They made it. Hooray. And then they start going back to what they used to do. And that's the issue is is that they go back to what wasn't working before. Or
Mm,
like because or not that it wasn't working, but it just like they never tweaked. It could have been working for them, but they never tweaked it to like, because even eating the same meals, like I've seen people on TikTok that talk about like our moms that are like they're like it's so much easier for me to just like make the same thing all the time, and my kids like it too, like or whatever, like it's easy for
mm,
them, and it makes it easy for them because they can just focus on that. They don't have to focus on thinking about all of these other things that they already have to take care of if they already know what's working. And then like all you have to do is tweak. Like if you know what your goal is, all you have to do is tweak it a little bit. Like if you're trying to bulk, you add a little bit more food. If you're trying to cut, you take away some of it, for
yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. That's good.
correct
That's
me if I'm
good.
wrong, G. But yeah.
No, that's good. And to be honest with you, I would actually, to some extent, I would say that for you both, even including you, G, I think you are creative. I think you are creative in your foods. Even though you eat the same stuff and you cycle, I think there's still a level of creativity even in you looking for something. I think that's even a level of creativity. And it even gives you room to look for new things. You know what I'm saying? Like I think for a person who just does keto or paleo or something like that, you're boxing yourself into just one thing. If you went out looking on Instagram or TikTok for a meal, I feel like that's creative. Like even if you just choose to then cycle those meals, you still went outside of the box to like find those meals. And I guess for the people who like are just on like certain specific diets, I feel like it's just a matter of like they're only confined to those things of that diet. It's like you must only eat this, or this. And not that they can't be creative in that, but I think it takes a different level of creative effort to find something outside of what someone else has already created. You know what I'm saying? Building your own ladder instead of finding a ladder that someone else has built to use. I feel like that's, you know what I'm saying? You as an entrepreneur, I'm sure you understand that. It's like you create your own system. Now you have your own system and you didn't use someone else's. Or I mean, unless you paid another trainer to train you how to like create your own system. But I don't think you did that.
I mean, sometimes though, like, um, just like a counterpoint to you is that sometimes using
Mm-hmm.
those ladders that are already there is they're there for a reason, like
That's true.
the ladder doesn't necessarily like I mean as long as it's taking you to the place you want to go, uh,
Yeah,
I don't think that it's wrong for you to use that ladder.
that's
Like you
true.
don't necessarily have to build your own to go to the same place that that ladder is taking you.
That's true. That's really true. That's very true. Like you said, knowing your own personal goals, your own personal, I guess, vendetta, and then trying to like assess whether you need to build a ladder or use someone else's ladder. I think that's the end goal in that as well. In dieting in general. This is good though. This is good. Like I don't think people are having this discussion, this perspective on diets. I think people are using diets and abusing them, or they're giving diets a bad name. Going back to what G said, like it's a word that I kind of look at as like, oh man, like if someone tells me diet, I'm just like, bro, I'm not on a diet. Like I'm not trying to do a diet. I'm just trying to eat. But how you eat is very important, and it doesn't have to have the word diet attached to it. Exactly. Like you can eat. I don't think people know that. You can eat without saying the word diet.
Mhm.
I don't think
Well,
people know
also
that.
something that I just recently saw was a person that I follow on TikTok. Like they were they're on a healthy lifestyle journey, and they've lost a lot of weight, and they also had to have surgery, which helped them too. But
Mm-hmm.
at their job, their boss was handing out like candy bars, 100 grand candy bars, to say like, you are worth more than 100 grand to me, so here's that, like just as a little like positive thing. But when she got to her, she was like, oh, you probably don't want this because you're on a diet. And she was like, she's like, I'll still take, like, she's like, I'm still gonna give it to you because you do you're worth more than 100 grand to me. But she was like, but I can still eat some of it. Like, I'm just not gonna eat it all at once. Like, like,
Mm-hmm.
or like, like, I'm not on a diet. I just, whatever. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like the way that she chose to live. Like, sometimes people could look at me or look at G and say we're on a diet, when in all actuality, I mean, they can say I'm on a diet, I guess, if they want to. I don't really care. But in all actuality, it's like I'm not restricting myself from eating things that I enjoy. I just understand where it fits
Yeah.
in in my calories, or in my
Mm-hmm.
whatever, so that I will try to maintain it.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Well said. Well said. I love it. I love it. That was dope. Super dope. Um, we can wrap it up here. This is really good. This was super good. I think the feedback, the responses, what y'all said was amazing. I think a lot of people needed to hear this perspective. But then I think a lot of people don't, again, talk about this perspective. I surely don't. I don't really talk about anybody, around me with the word diet in this perspective. But in closing, anything y'all want to share? Anything y'all got to say to the people, or any gym that y'all want to leave off with this word called diet?
I
All
said all
right.
I need.
You said all you need to say? Okay. All right. G, you good too? As a trainer? Okay, diets. So you don't support diets. As a trainer, that's what you're saying. I'm playing. I'm
No,
playing. I'm playing.
like,
It was such a twist of words, man.
Yeah, so y'all heard it right now. No, I get what you said. I heard exactly what you were saying. But again, it's dope. It's dope to hear from a trainer, from somebody who is a trainer. That's dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. This is your boy Trey. Let's just talk Trey. Let's just talk fitness with G and Kara. This was again about diets or dieting. And again, I think it's something that a lot of people need to hear. A topic that a lot of people don't talk about, but we're gonna talk about it as we always talk about things. So this is super dope. I appreciate y'all so much. I know we're a little over, but thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. This is super, super dope. Hope y'all have a wonderful week. Kill them goals. It seems like the goals are still the same for UG. And Kara's, you're just now cutting, right?
Yeah, I am refocusing on my cut. Yes.
Let's go. So you better hit up G, because I'm just saying, like, for some pointers or whatnot, because she been cutting for like 6 years. Yeah, so go ahead. Go
Cut
right
it for
ahead.
4 months, Trey. 4 months.
Man, six
Pay
years.
attention.
Kara, you're such a great listener, Kara. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Okay. Yeah. She been cutting about 6 years. Trust me. And she everything you need to know about cutting. G got it. She got it. Trust me.
She does. I
Yo.
do her emails though. I love her emails because they got
Oh, thank
pretty
you.
good information.
Thank you. I
Sign
appreciate
up.
it.
Hey.
You should sign up for G's email.
Nah, I don't want to.
That's my
Nah,
that's my that's my closing statement. Everybody go
I
follow
cannot.
Giselle.
Thank
She has a website. Sign up for, she has a free cookbook.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I don't know
Thank
if people still know that. Do people still know, or you don't promote that enough?
Well, there you go. Go get G's cookbook. It's free. And then you
Yeah,
get
that's me.
emails. And they're
thank
awesome.
you. I appreciate you, Kara. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I cannot, man. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Until next time. Peace. Bye. Have a good week.
You too. Bye.
Bye.